Well, howdy, folks. Welcome to today's episode here on the Max channel. So, we're in between Phoenix and Flagstaff and found this Indian fry bread place. So, I definitely have to stop and check that out. And just down the road is the town of Camp Verde. So, let's check it out. Join me. Ciao, y'all. So, Camp Verde was established as a military outpost overlooking the farms of the fertile ground here of the Verde River. And it was established in 1865 as Camp Lincoln, which I find quite fascinating that we were having an American Indian War the same year as the Civil War concluded. So out west, the war raged on even though the Civil War was over. So Camp Verde sits just a couple miles south of the Montezuma Castle National Monument, which was really cool, which we checked out on our previous video. There's cliff dwellings carved into the rock, just fascinating, and how elaborate some of the irrigation systems were for the time. Quite extensive and amazing, and definitely check out the National Monument if you come to this area. Another thing I found quite fascinating driving into this town is just how lush and green it is and the size of the trees and all, because all around it's just complete desert. And you come to this valley and you just see green, and it's a really welcoming sight when all you've seen is sand and dirt and rocks for the last hour or so. Very welcoming to see trees and greenery. And I really like to see the patriotism in this town. There's flags everywhere, and I thought that was super cool. But yeah, it's a nice town. It's really quaint. A lot of little shops and places to go into and eat and dine and shop. Just a cool town. I really enjoyed it. The old fort is a historical landmark here and is a site you can go visit. I was told it was really interesting and good to go check out, although I did not have time on this day to pull off and do that. Really wish I would have, because I heard a lot of good things about the history of it and how well it's been preserved. Now, one thing people don't really realize is that a lot of the soldiers fighting these Indian wars were Buffalo soldiers. And I've heard at the fort they have a big monument and stuff to the Buffalo soldiers. These guys were courageous, ferocious fighters, and really overlooked in how the West was won. So as we finish our drive around town, we pull up on what looks to be an abandoned casino, but then I look up on the hill and see a brand new ultra-modern casino. So yeah, somebody's been making some money around here. So we decided to check out the Cliff Castle Casino Resort, and ended up being a fascinating place, and actually one of the better casinos I've been to in a while. There's a picture of the old one and the new one up on the hill, so you know they're making their money. But they had a Kids Quest in here. They had a Johnny Rockets that was super cool right inside. I thought that was pretty neat. And overall, just a really cool experience. A bowling alley, and they had the neon bowling and all that kind of stuff. Just a happening place. So yeah, check that out if you're in the area. Well, alrighty guys, I want to thank you guys for joining us today for this rendition of Max Adventures. Hope you enjoyed the film today, and as you can see here on the map, we are just about smack dab in the middle between Flagstaff and Phoenix. So if you're in the area, go check this place out. I think you'll like it. And you know, you're not far from the hills if you're down in Phoenix, of getting out of that excessive heat into a little cooler climate. See you folks next time. Y'all take care. As we roll on to a new location.